Take my hand.
Man, it took me a while, but I'm finally playing this game. Already have my Gooner accessories. I got the baby oil from P. Diddy House. I got some Kleenex, and I got some disinfectant. It's about to get wild, man. I'm about to be the first person on YouTube to complete a Stellar Blade one hand on the controller playthrough. I'm telling you, bro, it's about to be epic. Every so often, a game comes along from a studio you've probably never heard of, and like a plot twist in a movie, it completely surprises you. Initially, this game wasn't even on my radar. I hadn't seen any trailer or gameplay footage. It had been already out for about a month when I finally decided to give it a shot thanks to some positive reviews. Before I pulled the trigger, I checked out a bit of gameplay, and that sealed the deal. I found that the most interesting aspect of this game was, this game's bosom stand out because of, stellar body, I can't do this anymore, cut the music. Now look, ladies and gentlemen watching my review, I'm not blind, and y'all aren't either. Can we all agree that the devs knew what the hell they were doing when creating this character for this game? And can we also agree the reason why most of us became interested in this game because the main character is a hot waifu? Now that I got that off my cheeks, I mean chest, screw it, let's just move on. Stellar Blade draws inspiration from several games, blending their best elements into something truly captivating. It has the style, flashiness, and sexiness of Bayonetta, paired with the atmospheric environment, music, and artistic direction reminiscent of Nier Automata. Its Souls-like gameplay is heavily influenced by Sekiro, creating a challenging yet rewarding experience. Together, these elements make Stellar Blade a standout action-adventure. This game also features a semi-open world similar to the recent God of War games, offering plenty to explore, even without the fully open world design. In a time when many games are plagued by microtransactions and technical issues, it's refreshing to see Stellar Blade deliver a polished experience without any of those distractions. With that being said, I can confidently say that Stellar Blade is a fantastic action-adventure and is the first certified banger of 2024. All right, I got some breathing room. Let me pop this hill real quick. Come on. All right. Damn, he will not stop swinging. Jesus. All right, come on, parry. Come on. Oh my God. You see, chat? Man, this is what happens when you're doing a one-handed playthrough, guys. I mean, it's really hard. No pun intended. Stellar Blade is set on a post-apocalyptic Earth, reduced to a barren wasteland. The planet is overrun by monstrous creatures known as the Naytibas. After losing a devastating war against them, humanity was forced to flee, establishing colonies in space. You play as Eve, a member of the Elite 7th Airborne Squad sent back to Earth to eliminate the Naytibas and reclaim the planet. Throughout her journey, Eve teams up with two survivors named Adam and Lily. Eventually, they find a refuge, which is the last remaining human settlement known as Zion. As Eve battles to save humanity from extinction, she uncovers a conspiracy surrounding the true origins of the Naytibas. While the story twists aren't particularly shocking and leans towards the predictable, it does gain momentum in the final act. Overall, the narrative is decent, but could benefit if polished a little more. The game's biggest flaw, however, lies in its characters. They lack depth, had minimal development, stiff dialogue, and little backstory, especially for Eve. Their shortcomings make it harder for players to become invested in the plot. Though for some, like me, there are other elements that will keep you hooked. Where Stellar Blade's story may fall short, its combat more than makes up for it. I know some might disagree, but I believe Stellar Blade's combat is nearly flawless. It's flashy, smooth, challenging, and incredibly satisfying once you master its mechanics. Stellar Blade's combat draws heavy inspiration from games like Bayonetta and Sekiro. If I had to pick one it resembles the most, it would be Sekiro. The combat's foundation clearly takes after Sekiro's mechanics, especially with its challenging monsters and bosses. Like in Sekiro, timing is everything. The game emphasizes defense, as a split-second mistake can lead to enemies unleashing a barrage of unstoppable attacks. To handle this, you need to parry by pressing the block button just before an enemy attack lands. Each successful parry reduces the enemy's posture, and once it's depleted, the enemy becomes staggered. This gives you the chance to land a devastating blow known as Retribution, which deals massive damage. Additionally, enemies can perform special attacks that can't be blocked or parried, and that's where two abilities, Blink and Repulse, come into play. Thankfully, the developers had included visual cues. When an enemy flashes yellow, the attack is unblockable and must be dodged. A blue flash means you need to use the blink ability by pressing forward and dodging to teleport behind the enemy. If the enemy flashes purple, you must perform repulse by holding back and dodging at the right time to deflect the attack and expose their weak point. Where the developers at Shift Up truly shook things up with Stellar Blade lies within its in-depth skill tree. Eve's skills offers a wide range of passive and active abilities. These skills can be used not only to deal damage to enemies, but also aid in exploration of the environment. Eve gains a unique set of powerful moves known as beta skills. These include a wide sweeping attack that can hit multiple enemies, a triple stab attack that can deal crazy single target damage, a shockwave that hits enemies from a distance, and a shield breaker that deals extra damage to enemies' armor. Using these skills consume beta energy, which is built up through successful attacks and parries. As you progress through the game, you unlock a more advanced skill tree called Burst Skills, which takes the combat to a whole nother level. Like beta skills, burst skills also require energy to use, but they are significantly more powerful and essential for tougher encounters. Plus, you can do cool shit like this. Oh, I'm about to die. I'm sorry, but that's too cool. However, obtaining burst energy is more challenging than gathering beta energy. You'll need to successfully perform perfect dodges, blinks, or repulses to charge up burst energy. Once you get good at building both beta and burst energy, you will be able to chain multiple abilities from each skill tree and crumble your enemies. The icing on the cake is that both skill trees gain more abilities when you enter New Game Plus, and the upgraded skills look even cooler. The combat in Stellar Blade continues to impress me as I progress through the game. Depending on your playstyle, you can equip gear and exospines to enhance Eve's combat abilities, offering a range of diverse and unique skills. These can be offensive based, boost survivability, or help counter enemy attacks. For example, you can equip gear that increases the power of beta skills or recharges more beta energy. With 4 gear slots available, it's up to the player to customize their loadout to best suit their playstyle. Exospines add another layer to the combat. You can equip it to make it easier for you to execute perfect dodges and parries, or focus on enhancing combo attacks. One of the coolest features is your drone. In the beginning, it's only used to scan and hack locked chests. Later on in the game, it is upgraded and gains the ability to transform into a gun that fires various types of ammo. It can unleash impressive attacks like multiple rockets or a powerful laser beam, making it a badass addition to the combat. All of these tools and mechanics keep the gameplay engaging and the combat fresh until the end of the campaign. In Stellar Blade, the enemy variety is diverse and well designed. Naytibas come in many forms, ranging from monstrous humanoids and grotesque beast-like creatures to menacing mechanical droids. Though some of them are slight variations of each other, their attack patterns are not the same and requires you to learn their move sets in order to combat them effectively. Boss fights were a major highlight of this game. Bosses were uniquely designed and the battles were intense. Bosses have intricate attack patterns that kept me on my toes and forced me to quickly adapt. When you're not fighting Naytibas, you'll be exploring the world. The design of the futuristic dystopian landscape and its barren wastelands were decent. The exploration is rewarding, offering a mix of hidden areas, puzzles, and challenging encounters. Players can uncover powerful upgrades and secrets by thoroughly exploring each area, adding depth to the gameplay. Once you enter Zion, a wide range of activities become available. You can restock supplies at the shop, pick up mini mission requests from the bulletin board, or take on full side quests from NPCs. Most of the side quests didn't interest me much, except for a couple that stood out. One about a man risking his life to repair a broken android with a beautiful singing voice, and another where a young girl asks Eve to help find her missing sister while she looks after the shop. Typically, major side quests such as these often concluded with a boss fight against an enemy you've previously faced. I particularly enjoyed these missions because they had some emotional pull, allowing you to feel more connected. The rest of the side quests were decent. Most of the side quests have you revisiting previous levels, but thanks to the numerous fast travel points you unlocked along the way, completing these missions is much more convenient. It helps because it prevents the process from feeling too tedious, making the quests easier to complete. If you're looking to change up Eve's appearance, there are plenty of customization options at your disposal. In the City of Zion, there's a salon where you can switch up her hairstyle, add accessories like glasses, and even give her earrings. When it comes to her nano suits, there are 74 different ones to collect, scattered throughout the world or available for purchase from vendors. This variety allows players to personalize Eve's look while exploring and progressing through the game. Depending on how down bad you are as an individual, you will either dress her conservatively or have her show some skin. You'll know if you're a Diddy level threat if you spent 4 hours trying to catch 25 different fish scattered across the map in order to get the ocean-made costume. If you did, I advise you to seek help. And I will see you there. Stellar Blade soundtrack is the final touch of the game and complements the gameplay extremely well. The soundtrack enhances the atmosphere depending on the moment. The transitions from the beautiful ambient melodies during exploration to the heart-pounding, adrenaline-fueled bangers during combat. For me, this amplified the game and is one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a very long time. It seems that Shift Up is very happy that their game received such positive reviews, with Stellar Blade selling over 1 million copies, becoming a huge success. For the summertime, Shift Up released an update with 2 new outfits, 1 pair of glasses, and the Great Desert Oasis has new beach equipment that Eve can interact with. About a month ago, a trailer was released announcing an exciting collaboration with Nier Automata. There are also discussions about additional DLC coming in the future, and a sequel is already in the works. I'm glad to see that Shift Up is capitalizing on the success of Stellar Blade by offering its growing fan base even more content. Stellar Blade took me by surprise in 2024 with its breathtaking visuals and exhilarating combat. While its story and characters leave much to be desired, the game more than makes up for it with a Sekiro-inspired combat system that delivers intense encounters with grotesque enemies, rewarding players for honing their skills. The world is rich with hidden secrets that encourage exploration, making even repeat visits to familiar areas feel engaging. Despite its narrative shortcomings, Stellar Blade succeeds in providing a deeply satisfying action experience. Even though Eve is a 10, Stellar Blade itself is an 8 out of 10. That will be it for today's review. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comment section below regarding Stellar Blade. Don't forget to tap that notification bell in order to stay up to date on my content. By the way, I will be dropping a tips and tricks video for this game on the same day I release this review, so check out that video if you need some pointers. Stay safe, my friends, and make sure to keep both hands on the controller. Peace.